of the dynamic duo as we know them. James Mitchell is on the line. And James is actually, he and my Mitchell are both in this business together, but they have different businesses. And guess what? He is almost, or he has won his trip. He's going to tell you, but I know one thing, he's very competitive. He is competing against his wife. So, James, would you unmute and kind of tell what that journey has been, why you would set your goal, and how you feel knowing that you won your own trip? I don't see you on here, but I know you're on here. So if you hit star star, you can unmute yourself and share with the team. I know they're looking forward from a man's perspective. I think I heard James. Come on. James Mitchell, is that you that is out there unmuted? Somebody is unmuted, so I'm assuming it might be you. I heard your voice as we came on. Well, maybe James, maybe the Mitchells aren't with us. I thought I heard James, but let me go on. First, I'd like to also say condolences go out to the family of Cindy McLean. Cindy um, passed on yesterday, I believe. That's when I got the text. So a lot of you, my team personally, would see Cindy on the calls. A lot of you might have seen Cindy at events. She was here in the Chicagoland area. So condolences go out to she and her family. And with that being said, I'm thinking about life being so short and the purpose that we have to serve while we are here. I mean, tomorrow I go to the funeral of a 20-year-old cousin, just starting out life. I mean, so full and vivacious, but now she's gone. And it's like, when we take life for granted, sometimes we don't just wake up and smell the roses. We don't just wake up and see that glass half filled, but we have to start doing more of that because we never know. I told you I just came back in the house and I was somewhere and I was sitting waiting on somebody, and I noticed a couple come out of their home together. They were barely looking at each other. They both got in two different cars. They didn't even speak to each other. And I'm like, do they know that this might be their last time that they ever
Wow.
see each other? And it's like, every chance we get, we need to cherish whoever it is we're with. We need to give that doorman a happy smile. You never know who and what will be their last experience. But if you know you continue to be all that God meant you to be, that what that experience with you would be a good one. So again, I don't know where I was going with that, but I came up with we always got to be on because the very essence that we're walking around, being able to get in the car, being able to have our bodily activities is such a blessing in itself, no matter what the heck else is going on. It's always a blessing to have that. And we talked about attitude the other day, having that attitude to get through that day. And sometimes you don't feel like it, but that's the time that you need to challenge yourself. Just go out there and challenge yourself in spite of what happened, in spite of the arguments you might have had, in spite of the disappointment that you might have had, in spite of the no that you might have had. Just take that as a lesson, turn it back around, and you control the narrative because you are always in control of what you do. So choose what we do, guys. We need to choose what we do. And so this morning I hear, is that James that I hear in the background?
Oh yes, that's me. That's me. I had some
Oh, you was trying to be
technical.
quiet on me. Don't have me thinking I'm crazy. I said, I know I heard James. So, James, as you heard me say, I would like for you to contribute because I know you've been on this Florida trip since they dropped the contest. And it's always good listening from a male perspective. It's also good listening to someone that's married to another distributor, and both of you all have your own um, businesses, and you're qualifying, and she is too. So, hey, why don't you talk about that this morning?
Well, I'm real excited, about the business, and it's not just Mod, but it's Ann and Dan Annapolis. They're very competitive, and when they see me trying to jump out, they try to pass me up, and so I try to keep them at bay. But I'm doing really good, and I'm excited about what you said earlier too, because a friend of mine, Gary Ziegler, coined the term called "seen years," SEEN years, and and in my senior years, I'm realizing that kind of has helped me with this, with age reversal, and I see a lot of my friends hurting and in pain, and so when I see them, I say, well, I got something that can help you. And I give them some extreme pain cream. I give them some positive thoughts, because, as you said, people are leaving here every day, and I've had a lot of health challenges in my life, but I've overcome them. And so I'm continuing to move forward, and Akana is helping me move forward. And I'm retired, and and Ma and I are working together, and so it's kind of like, what you gonna do? You're gonna sit down, or you're gonna get outside and see the sunshine, and smell the roses. Kiss your wife in the morning. There's too many damn grumpy people in this world. So I want to put a smile on my face and move forward. And so and I'm looking forward to going to Florida. So I got to wait so long to get there, but I'm excited about it. And
Well,
Phyllis,
you
thank you
probably
for
have
the
you
support.
probably have several trips in between now and Florida, because I see you and my all over the globe. So that's a good thing. You living your best life, and that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm so happy for you and mine sharing that together. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
James. I'm looking for somebody else on here that has won, but I don't see any of our winners on the morning call. If I have by any chance gone over you and you are out there, because it's a few people that I don't have a name that just, so if you have won the trip, please unmute yourself. That's right, my superstar out of Atlanta, Miss Elizabeth Thompson. There you go.
Yay.
Well,
Hi, Phyllis and
hey,
everyone. It was a challenge, and I didn't realize that I would get there, but I was so excited about it. I like Orlando. My Mitchell and I have some serious roots in Orlando because we started there when the boys started working together. So anyway, just the idea that we were going to go to Orlando, we got real excited. And Mr. Mitchell is very competitive, so we're always racing each other. And they are very supportive of me because they know I'm oftentimes reluctant to talk, but they help me through that all of the time. I do have to say that planting seeds, when we talk to people, we don't have to sell them something immediately, but they come back. I offer them samples, and they call me back and say, oh, do you have any of this stuff? And they send me a picture, and I say, of course, we can get that for you. So in that process, I was getting new customers as well as calling the old ones. And then my girlfriend in Virginia, Miss Diana, has come along and is racing along with us. And so we are excited. We are excited for the challenge. And I'm always working to learn something new. Thank you.
well, I think we've have all learned something new, because not only is Diana Coleman, Ma, and James Mitchell and Elizabeth Thompson, guys, they're on the team. And you see how they say who's competitive, and they're not going to let one outdo the other. They happen to be on a natural team. I think the Mitchell sponsored Elizabeth, and Elizabeth sponsored Diana. I think that's the genealogy. But whether they did it or in the same group or not, they got partners, and they went against each other, or they had a competition, which is always good. You don't have to be on the same team to do that. You can just go out and call a team and say, hey, I challenge you, just so you can get your juices up and running. But I commend you guys. I take my hat off to a team that's moving. That's how this industry is truly moved. And I say my congratulations to all of you guys, because you keep it moving. There is a need. You know you have something to fill that need. We know we have many people out here that are suffering in pain, anxiety, loneliness, all of the things that people are suffering from. Just about Akana can take care of. Because if they're lonely, hey, they'll never get lonely with all of us around. They can get on the morning call. They can look forward to that. I mean, we just have something for absolutely everyone. And so was confused. Yes, yes, yes. Who is that?
Excuse me. Speaking of a team, we have worked very intensely with Dr. Roz and Crystal Robinson. We are diamonds in the making along with Crystal. And so we are texting each other all of the time, offering support and suggestions in every way. And Dr. Roz fixes everything for us.
Absolutely. We love our Dr. Roz and Crystal Robinson. I love everybody whose name I'm looking at, because everybody, absolutely everybody, brings something to the table. And so I was getting ready to start mentioning names, but I will be on here another 10 minutes, because I would be mentioning everybody on here, because I think that we couldn't be who we are without every one of you. I see Crystal has unmuted. Take it away, Crystal.
Good morning. I was having trouble logging in, so all I heard was diamonds in the making, and I figured that had something to do with me and my team of wonderful people. So, yeah, just encouraged. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to continuing sharing all of this wonderful information that we have, the EE Center, our products. We can't forget where we started with our products, and we have to lead with our products and just see where people are and what they need, because we know we got what they need. So just continuing to build relationships and share information and have fun, y'all. Life is what we make it. We got to have fun. So let's go. Time is in the making.
Awesome, awesome. So is there anybody else there that would like to speak? I see somebody in Chicago is unmuted. Maybe that's still James. But is there anybody else that would like to speak before I give it to Dr. Roz and Crystal? I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to share that's going on. Dr. Roz, I see Ernestine. Yes, you can go first, my dear. Take it away.
Great morning, everyone. Just to reiterate, the boot camp tomorrow, our summer body boot camp we're starting. Tomorrow is free to kick it off, and the official start is Monday, July the 8th. So, I'm sorry, the 8th. So come on out tomorrow, bring a mat, bring water. We're going to be right at the near the promontory, the point. The scenery is beautiful. It's a lot of stuff. Be a lot of body weight exercises. It's a little, wouldn't call them the track, but a walking path. So we're going to walk, we're going to run. We're just going to move these bodies, and you'll be able to sign up on the spot for the summer body boot camp. Is 6 weeks. You'll get 6 weeks of meal plans. You'll get 6 weeks of exercises. There's no reason that you won't be able to reach your goal unless you don't do anything. You just get in and look at it and not do anything. I always tell people, if I can rent my body out for weddings, for proms, for bar mitzvahs, I would, but I can't, unfortunately. It's not like a car. But you have to put in the work. If you work it, it'll work. If you work it, just like we say, it's the same concept we do here at Akana. Get that flat belly builder. That's what took me to the next level with the weight training. You can still look really toned without big muscles. My muscles aren't big; they're toned. And it looks good, especially ladies when, we're wearing those swimsuits. We can get rid of that fufa or whatever they call that little thing at the bottom. You ladies know what we're talking about. Men are like, what are they talking about, a fufa? But come on out and just have fun.
Ernestine,
Awesome.
what time tomorrow, Ernestine?
9 a.m. We'll be kicking it off. So you can get out there a little earlier if you want to. I'll be out there around 7:30, setting up, making sure everything is good. So that's around 55th and Lakeshore. So there's a huge parking lot right at 55th. You do have to pay. There is free parking. It is Saturday, so most people will probably still be in those spaces. But there is street parking. You may have to find it. But the parking lot and the lots aren't usually that much, maybe $3 or $4. But I mean, it beats getting a $60, ticket. But and you park and then you just walk underneath the underpass, and we'll be right there to your left. So 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Come on out.
Okay. So we're going to move on to Dr. Ross. Dr. Ross, are you able to speak?
Can you hear me?
I can.
So good morning, everybody. I wanted to know, because somebody had already asked me this morning if there was a flyer for Ernestine for the event tomorrow, or somewhere there that the location and all of that is in print to be able to send out. If not, I'll just re-listen to what you just said. So I was just trying to find that out. But Saturday we will be doing it custom, 10
I don't
a.m.
think there is a flyer. Not real sure.
Okay. 10 a.m. the virtual meeting, and then right after that we'll be doing a deep dive training. Back to you, Phyllis.
Okay, guys. And are there any other announcements for anybody around the country that's doing something? Maybe they're doing it on their own, at an event, at vendors, something that they're doing anywhere in the country. So with that being said, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to go out and do what? Push. Go out and push your kind of business. Go enlighten somebody. Go be the entrepreneurs that you truly are. Support. Get in shape with that flat belly. The point in this time of the morning is just so beautiful. So that is another thing to experience being in summer in Chicago at a beautiful location. So with that being said, guys, leadership call is next. We will be on the call. Talk to you later.
Phyllis, is that number? Are we back to the old number, or are we on the new number for the leadership?
I think we're on my number. I don't know. Yeah, it's the old number.
The old number. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.